Hey guys, welcome back to Back Pocket Game Reviews, and we're going to continue the trend today of things people are griping about on the internet. Like Destiny's Pay to Win. No, that's not what we're going to talk about this one. We're going to talk about people being upset over the Nintendo Switch requiring an SD card to play the full extent of certain games. So it was announced the other day that Nintendo stated certain games down the road may require you to have an SD card to unlock and play the full version of the game. The full version. They didn't really elaborate too much into what they mean. I assume that certain parts of it will be available, but it just might require too much space, and you might actually have to have an SD card to be able to play that full extent of the game. People are really upset about this. Rich from Review Tech USA even did a video where he was griping about it. I don't see this to be that big of a deal again. So a lot of people don't remember that micro SD card storage is relatively cheap. The reason why Nintendo didn't include a bigger size memory inside of the Switch, and the reason why it has 32 gigs, is because it is a portable. So portables, smaller memory chips, tend to be a lot more expensive, especially for the internal aspect. So had Nintendo had included a, let's say, 128 gig, it might have raised the price on the Switch $100. Good, because I can go out and I can pick up 128 gig micro SD card for around 50, a little under. So I don't see this as that big of a problem. The Nintendo Switch also supports up to a 2 terabyte SD card. So it's not like they didn't kind of know that in the future more memory was going to be needed. Most phones, even to this day, support up to a 2 terabyte micro SD card. Those micro SD cards can obviously hold and access memory decently fast as well. Sometimes faster than a lot of internal memory supporters. Depending on what type of memory was used and what type of SD card was purchased, they have some really fast SD cards on the market. So I also grew up in a time, though, where if you bought a PlayStation 2, you had to run out and you had to buy a 200 megabyte little memory card. You guys probably, some of you might remember these, but they'd have to plug into the PlayStation 2. They were like 200 megabytes. You couldn't just have one because you were going to fill the one. I think they had one bigger sized one that was like 500 megabytes, but I think it was like $50 at the time. And that was pretty expensive back then for a memory card. I think it was like 25 or 30 for the 200 megabyte one. But I grew up in an era where that was just common even on a home console. So I don't really see this as being as problematic as what people think it is. I would have rather them kept the cost of the actual unit itself down. I barely have anything on my SD card that's actually in my Switch right now. The only games I've actually even bought digitally have been Minecraft, Shantae, Sonic Mania, and Snipper Clips. Yeah. I'm buying mostly indie download only titles right now digitally. And I get that even some of the game cards in the future may require that micro SD card for extra storage. It's fine. I still have an entire external hard drive hooked up to my PlayStation 4 and my Xbox One. I have 2 separate external hard drives just because of the storage that's needed for that. I don't see this as being a problem, though. I don't see where people are that worked up about this. Again, I'd rather not pay $100 more for my console now, especially when it's something I don't need right now, and I can deal with that cost down the line. But it could just be me. A lot of people are saying Nintendo should have known this, Nintendo should have seen this coming, Nintendo knew this from the beginning, then Nintendo partnered with SanDisk just the other day. And they're like, oh, so Nintendo's bringing out Nintendo licensed SD cards. They're not different than any other SD cards. They're just going to say Nintendo on it. And the point of those are actually because some people don't necessarily know what they need to buy for their Switch. I typically do buy SanDisk SD cards. I think they tend to last longer and tend to hold up better and tend to perform better. So I don't foresee this as a problem. The partnership is to essentially just help people who are like, I need a SD card for my Nintendo Switch, and it'll be just nicely branded. They did it for the Wii as well. The Wii had Wii branded SD cards, and a lot of people would buy those because they knew it was going to work. I mean, I worked at GameStop. I would see people come in and ask for those specific ones. Couldn't give you a reason why. I don't really know. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, or if you're completely upset about Nintendo and the SD card defluffle, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to drop some thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in another video. You guys enjoy your afternoon.